everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today, it's recently into the new year. I don't know what day it is. 5th, 4th, 6th. And today I'm going to be doing my New Year's resolutions finally. I'm supposed to do this on the new year, but I've been putting it off until now because I have my 2019 list in my dorm, which I am finally back at, so I'm going to be going over that. I like to reflect over my past resolutions before I go into my new ones. So we're going to do a little bit of that, and I'll show you how I do it. So let's get started. Okay, so that is the paper for my New Year's resolutions, unless of course I mess it up and have to start over. And markers, that is all you need, along with a positive attitude. Now that we have our materials for our new list, let's go over the old list. I hang it on the wall so I'm constantly reminded of it year round. I'm going to take the tape off because I'm going to recycle the paper. We recycle around here, ladies and gents. So, and I grab a pen. Any old pen will do. So I'll grab this one, and I just use this to further go over it in my mind. So 2019 goals, I had a pretty extensive list of what I wanted to do. So let's see if I accomplished most, if not all of them. I'm pretty sure I've done most of them for sure. 13, that's a very unlucky number, and I knew that when I did it. But that's all I had room for, so that's what I did. Okay, so the first one is travel abroad this summer. Unfortunately, I did not get to do that, so not off to a good start on this list. But I was going to go to visit some friends somewhere, or just go somewhere, but didn't end up happening. I did not, however, go home. I stayed in Chapel Hill and got some jobs, which was really important to me, so I had a good summer overall anyway. Get a research lab position. Check. That's one of the jobs I had over this summer. And because of that job, I realized that I don't want to work in a lab, so I quit after summer was over. And it was still a good experience because now I know what I don't want to do. And I'm glad I know that, or else I would have spent many years in school pursuing something that I would turn out to hate. So, next. Join more clubs. Check. I did join some clubs. I joined a spiritual organization. I joined a club that goes to like soup kitchens and stuff. I joined student government. So I'd say I joined clubs, I think. Have a leadership experience. Check. I am on student government, and I consider that a leadership experience. Make new friends. Yes, I've made tons of new friends. I'm on Bumble, so I made a lot of new friends there in classes and some other stuff too. Focus on self-care. I feel like I've done that. I definitely didn't put as much pressure on myself in terms of grades this in 2019. I think that also really made a difference in my grades because since I wasn't pressuring myself, I feel like I did better. That's just my opinion. So if you're in college, and try it out, it might work for you. But if it doesn't work out, then you're kind of screwed. So you just gotta try your best with that one. I don't know. I don't give advice very often. Sorry. Be more spiritual. Check. I joined the spiritual organization that I mentioned previously. Do more yoga. I really need to get back into my practice. I really do. Okay, that one is a no. I did not do more yoga. When I wrote it down, I probably did it once. So I've probably done it twice in 2019. I really wanted to take the yoga outfit, but I got stuck in jogging. So that's the reason why this goal failed. No, I just don't have good discipline when it comes to exercise. Find a good summer job. Check. I got the lab position as well as my job that I'm still working at with a lab equipment sales company that I'm really enjoying, and it's sort of showing me what I want to do for the rest of my life. Not necessarily that job for the rest of my life, but something along those lines, and something with environmental impact, which you guys can clearly tell that I'm passionate about by my other videos. Tidy your room at home. I just did this. I think it was before the year ended. We're gonna say that it was. It was before the year ended, 100%. If it wasn't, it was like 2 days later, so I think that still counts. I finally tidied my room. Keep in touch with family and friends. Yeah, I did that. Kind of. I sort of drop off the grid when I'm really busy just because I get kind of overwhelmed, but I did not talk to anyone. I did try, and when they talk to me, I talk back, so that counts. Try your best. Yes, I did try my best. Try your best even if you don't succeed. I did that. As you can see, these ending ones I wanted to leave on a positive note. So the last one is have a good time. Did I have a good time? It's questionable at times, but you know, I think I did. I think I had a good 2019, and 2020 is going to be even better. Okay, so I got 11 out of 13 of my goals completed. So I think that's good. The only 2 that I didn't do were travel abroad this summer and yoga. Okay, so now on to 2020 goals. What I like to do here is get in a good mental state. Also, like when making these lists, I have literally no idea where I'll be in a year because a year is so far away. So I try to do things that are achievable, but also specific enough to where I know whether I've accomplished them or not. But I also don't like to be too harsh on myself. And they're also important to me. Like, I try to think of the things that I want to do to help myself. And, like, I didn't know, clearly, at the beginning of 2019, that I was going to be so into environmentalism. Like, I've always been sort of into environmentalism, but not to the extent that I am now. So, looking back, don't be too harsh on yourself on the resolutions, because you never know where you're going to be in 12 months, let alone 3 months. Try your best. I also don't really update my goals just because if it's important to me the next year, I'll write it down. My first goal is to study abroad this summer, going off of the first goal from 2019 to go abroad. I'm wanting to go to Australia to do some coral reef stuff, but we'll see if it works out, because with all the stuff going on there right now, I'm not sure if it will pan out, but as of right now, it's still a go, so I'm working on my application currently. My next goal is to go to the Bahamas over spring break, and I already know that I'm gonna do that because, like, I've paid for part of it because I'm going with a class, but I'm still putting it down as part of my goals, so that way I remember to look forward to it. If that makes sense. Like, I would remember to look forward to it, but like I said, I put this on my wall, so if I'm looking at it, I'll be like, oh yeah. Next up, I want to continue my YouTube channel and my blog. My blog has been sparse since the summer, and by sparse I mean I haven't posted at all, but I do like to blog and like this YouTube channel. It takes a backseat to my schoolwork, obviously, but I really enjoy putting my thoughts out there. I used to do a lot of journaling when I was younger, and I don't really do that anymore, which it may be easier to do that than YouTube and a blog, but to me, YouTube and a blog is challenging, so it's something that I'm interested in. And also, I really want to inspire people with my YouTube channel and my blog, even if it's just only a few people. I would still like to inspire them instead of just keeping everything to myself. So continue YouTube channel and blog. Next up, I want to continue to practice minimalism. I never really thought of myself as a minimalist, but now that I'm also into conservation, that's also part of it. I've always liked things to be tidy ever since I sort of knew that I could do that. When I was younger, everything was a mess. My life was a mess. My room was a mess. So now my room has become something that I can control in my life, because I can't control external factors, but I can control some things. The things that I'm able to control, I do control. Take that as a good thing or a bad thing in terms of things other than my room. But as for my room, I think it's a good thing. So We'll write that down. Next one, I'm recently vegetarian. I've been vegetarian for about 3 months now, so I definitely want to stay vegetarian for the rest of the year and possibly experiment with veganism. Like I said, I don't know where I'll be in a few months, so I'll just say experiment with veganism, not necessarily go vegan. Next, I'm going to go into more low-waste stuff. So I'm going to do another in-depth video about my low-waste, zero-waste goals. So I'm just going to put be environmentally conscious. It's just occurred to me I don't know how to spell conscience. Conscious. Conscious. Yeah, I was definitely spelling that wrong. Conscious. Okay. Conscious. That does not look right. Next, I'm gonna go back to the yoga that I didn't accomplish last time. Do more yoga. And sticking with the exercise theme now, I want to have a regular exercise schedule because along with being vegetarian and like learning more about nutrition, I also want to learn more about like physical fitness. I don't want to be like super muscular or like super skinny or anything, but I just want to feel better. I don't get sick a lot, so that's not a problem, but I do notice that I'm not as strong as maybe I would like to be. Just in general, I would like to enhance my experience and be able to do more than I can. Continuing along with some of my goals from the previous years, I do want to continue to make new friends. That's sort of obvious. As for my money situation, I am a college student, so I don't expect to be like super wealthy, but I do want to have money to save for future expenses. I don't have a car at the moment, so that's something that I would like to get in 2021. That's my goal for 2021. But as of right now, my goal is to save money. So I would like to save money for that. And that sort of goes back to minimalism because I'm not going to be buying things, but save money. My phone just died, so I finished the list while it was charging enough to turn back on for me to finish filming this video. So after save money, I went back to sort of thinking about hobbies. So I want to take up cooking healthily. I did start cooking for myself this past summer, summer 2019, since I was living in my apartment by myself. But I couldn't continue that through the rest of the year because I had a meal plan, but next semester I don't want to have a meal plan, so I would like to start cooking for myself and being healthy. Next, I want to take fun and interesting classes. I know I'm in some interesting classes this semester, and I hope to next semester as well, obviously. I'm really sort of getting into the sort of thing that I like to do, getting all the general requirements out of the way. Now I'm sort of getting into the electives or the things that I want to do. I just got into the business school, so I'm going to be taking some business classes, which I'm excited about. I decided to add on some sustainability and environmentalism classes. So those will be fun to me personally, and also my science classes that I'm always really passionate about. So just doing fun stuff. I'm glad to be able to choose to do things that I like to do. Next, I put be more spiritual again. I'm always looking to advance myself in that way. Next and finally, number 15. I'm on a good number this time, unlike last year's. I always like to end on a good note, as I did with last year's. So I want to live life to the fullest this year. And just always remember to do that because I get overwhelmed pretty easily here at school. I think that's just comes with the territory. But I do want to remember to be present and to be thankful for everything that I have and everything that I've been given, and where that will lead me if I choose to take advantage of it, which I hope to always do. So, my goals. I hope this has inspired you to write down your goals and to think about the things that you want to do this year. Like I said, I'm going to put this up on my wall so it will be in plain view all year for me to remember to do. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Turn on my post notifications. And also, if you want to put your New Year's resolution / goal in the comments, please do. I'd love to hear them. Maybe I'll adopt some of them in the new year in 2020 or in 2021. You always have time, you don't have to accomplish everything in life, just as long as you're happy and working towards it. If you decide to do any of this stuff that I mentioned, let me know as well. That would make me happy to hear. Bye guys.